It's funny, for being men, we're kind of scared of doing a lot of things. I've noticed that those men that decide to not follow the crowd, but instead go past fear is when they meet success. I think there's this quote that goes something like, on the other side of fear is success, or along those lines, which is very true. Today, I'm gonna go over 7 things that 99% of men fear, but if you do them, you're gonna break past that into your success. If that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Number 1. They're afraid to talk to the girl they like. We're biologically engineered to be hunters and gatherers. Just think about it. The reason why that popular guy always gets the girl is not just because he's good looking or popular, it's probably because he has the confidence, the assurance, the courage to go and get what he wants. Don't be the 99%. You want to be the 1%. Go and get it. Number 2, about 99% of men are afraid of apologizing. The 1%, the true men, the smart, the wise men that actually are able to admit their mistakes and apologize when they do something wrong are the ones that are never going to be held back by their own fears. And truth be told, those that actually apologize are the ones that are respected by society. While you might think that admitting that you're wrong or apologizing might make you vulnerable or weaker or look weaker, it's on the contrary. When you can actually do this, it shows that you have courage and leadership to not follow the path. Number 3, experiment with their style. This is another thing that 99% of men fear. They fear trying new things and instead stick with the same boring old uniform that they've been wearing for years because they think that anything else is going to make them either look too feminine or like they're trying too hard. Your style doesn't have to be boring. You have to liven it up a little bit because this is what shows your personality and your character. And no, you don't have to be obnoxious about it or even go overboard to the point that you look flamboyant. If you're smart enough, you start small. Start with the one thing that not only will improve your style, but also structure your face to make you look more attractive. Something as simple as frames is an easy way to experiment with your style and still feel comfortable. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right and do it with Jade Black. I've been promoting this all week. I've been hyping it up because today we finally launched our spring and summer collection. These bad boys, as you know, are made with Italian acetate. They also have stainless steel hinges, Teflon coated screws, and of course, boys, they're polarized. Because why would you ever buy frames that aren't polarized? That just doesn't make sense. And guess what? We upped the quality across the board to the point that these frames look better than Gucci, than St. Laurent's, even Ray-Bans. Ray-Ban doesn't use Italian acetate like we do. And they're under $50. We also brought in new styles like our geometric style, a more modern Wayfair, new colorways, and new lens colors for you guys to check out. So there's a bunch of new stuff on the website right now. These are the best in the game and one of the easiest ways for you to experiment with your style without feeling too uncomfortable. If you guys want to check out some of the best frames in the game, go ahead and click that link down below and be one of the first ones to purchase your pair of Jade Black frames. The 4th thing most men are afraid of doing is asking for advice. You gotta understand that everybody has different life experiences, and you opening up your ear to those experiences and those around you is a great way to be able to get to where you want to be in a more efficient format. Why would you want to go run into that wall if you know somebody else already did? One of the best quotes that I ever heard was, smart men, they learn from their own mistakes, but wise men learn from others' mistakes. Listening to advice, sound advice, is one of the smartest things a man can do, yet 99% of them are too scared to do. Number 5, making a career change. The 1% that decides to go past that fear and actually try to do something that they love, not necessarily will get rich, but at least will live a fulfilling life doing something that they enjoy. Now, this doesn't mean that you go ahead and quit your job like many self-made entrepreneurs will tell you online. Don't do that. That's stupid. When you go home after 5, you have another 6-7 hours to work on your side hustle. That's what I did. I went to school, had a side job, and worked on my business on the side. When it gets to the point that your business can cover your minimum expenses, then you can quit your job, go full on your business, work more hours to build it into what you want it to be. The 6th thing 99% of men fear is love. Society has just created a cult of so-called alpha males that are incapable of showing love or loving because it's a sign of weakness. Women love a man that's romantic, a man that's in tune with their emotions and that can show love. That is what builds a strong relationship and what the 1% know to build a foundation That's unbreakable. Number 7, and the final thing 99% of men fear, and that's touching a girl. That's why there's such a thing called as a touch barrier. They're gonna feel like they're crossing the line. I was a little bit harsh on the thumbnail and a little bit clickbaity because you obviously never wanna go to the side where it's over the top or aggressive, because this can be seen as vulgar and even a sexual harassment. Lightly touching, like on the arm, the low of her back, her hand, or her shoulder, are smart touches that you can do to break that touch barrier and show your confidence and your interest in that person. The 1% that decide to do this in their immediate first date by holding her hand or giving her a hug or a kiss on the cheek are the ones that have a successful first date, because that tension from that touch barrier goes away and usually get a second date. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. Those are 7 things that 99% of men are afraid of. And also, since it's summer, boys, and I want you to enjoy your Jade Blacks, I want to give you guys a gift. So for 3 lucky winners that click the link down below and buy a pair of Jade Blacks, we're gonna fly you out into a vacation to Cancun. That's right, all expenses paid, from flight to hotel and even food. A full encompass Cancun trip so you can enjoy your Jade Blacks midsummer, and don't worry about the sun. They're polarized. If you guys want to check out Jade Black, like I said, right now is the time to do so. Plus, you might win a free trip to Cancun. At least 3 of you will. If you guys click the link down below and are one of the first ones to shop, you might just beat him. That's it for me today. See you next time.